Finally getting started with round 2 Fill My Deck slots. We are beginning this time with Red Universe Mickey Mouse, because I've had him waiting for quite a while for one of his deck suggestions to get in again, and I feel bad, so I wanted to start off with him. And I know last year I made the rule of slot fill. I'm throwing you guys a curveball this time. That is not a requirement this time around. So I want to make up both to Red Universe Mickey Mouse and Connor Long. I got another one for Connor soon after this one on the back burner. That's going to go up next. I'm well aware that other people have commented specifically for the round 2 Fill My Deck slots. Relax, you will be included. I will go over your decks. I will showcase them. Rest assured, you will be included, and I'll go ahead and acknowledge you right now. For starters, I know Shiro, I know you have one for me, I know Icy has one for me, and I know Matthias Chetty also has one for me. Like, rest assured, I will eventually get to all of your requests, folks. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into this deck by Red Universe Mickey Mouse. And I'm going to be completely transparent here. I went ahead and got rid of every single figure just for the sake of this file. So, hopefully we'll have quite a number of figures filling up the box by the time we're done with this round of Fill My Deck slots. So just to start off with, we have the fastest O1 unit in the game, EX24 Gogeta, with max dupe into speed, STA up 01, attack up 01, speed up 01. Very great pick for an O1 unit, though in my opinion, Juneb was probably better. Still, you're not outspeeding this guy. You're just not. Next up, we have a mainstay of Hero Colosseum. Ever since she's been introduced, we got Vados, figure 179, with max investment into HP, attack up second 2, defense up second 2, FHP Cure, FHP 50L, very good. Next, we have a very underrated figure in my opinion. If you want to see some really crazy stuff pulled off with him, go over to Tyrese Jackson's channel. Link to his channel will be in the description. And speaking of Tyrese, if you have any slots that you want to throw my way later on down the line, feel free to do so. I'd love to have you included, buddy. Max investment into attack, defense up second 2, FHP Cure, FHP 50L. Next we got figure number 535 with max investment into attack, attack up second 2, defense up second 2, FHP Cure, FHP 50L. Next we have Toa number 350, defense up second 2, ultimate gauge down every turn, and FHP Cure, FHP 50L. Now, something you may notice right off the bat, this is actually a very similar setup to my personal SEC team. Though personally, I don't run an O1 unit with it, and rather than the Gohan here, I'm using Super Saiyan 4 Goku just to constantly decrease their damage over time as the game progresses. Though I will not deny, this is also a very, very good option. Only thing I really don't like about him as opposed to Super Saiyan 4 Goku is that you can only put him in the front, so if you want to negate a lot of the damage coming his way, you wouldn't be able to put Frieza in front of him, like, in the meanwhile. And also, this deck is missing a back trigger square, but honestly, with how well put together it is, you probably don't even need it. But getting right into it, we're going to start off easy and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm also finally going to be getting around to the new free battles we got. You know what, I want to do this deck justice though, so we're actually going to do that with the 7-star free battles. And I've already shown off Gamma 2 quite a few times. I'm probably going to skip over him. We'll go ahead and we'll show off the one against Gohan, Vegito, and Mr. Satan. Probably call it there. Let's officially get started. This is a very, very strong setup. I have to say, I'm very impressed with this one by Red Universe Mickey Mouse. You have a lot of top-tier units in this deck. The Frieza, the Toa, the Vados. Like, those are obnoxiously great figures in an SEC team. And of course, with a setup like this, you want to try going second. Good on Gohan for taking quite a bit of punishment there, considering that Gohan unit that just hit him ignores defense. Of course, all that extra damage mitigation sure does help too. I will gladly take that. A lot of you are probably aware by this point, I am very greedy when it comes to the counterattacks. I will gladly abuse them whenever they come my way. This Gohan is actually very good. I personally prefer the, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but I'm not gonna bet an eye if you prefer this unit over him. Plus, he's also increasing everyone else around him's attack and defense. Definitely cannot hate on that. That is very good to have. Already starting off very strong with the round 2 here. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you have, you folks have in store for. Once again, I am going to make a request. You don't have to follow through with it if you don't want. I'm hoping we can all try our best and keep the decks well distinguished enough so we're not seeing a lot of repeats like last time. You know, with the future Super Trunks that covers half the board. I've already mentioned that previously, but, you know, just in case. Because there are a number of options to choose from, since, I think, there are a lot of great units in this game, besides just the Trunks. And the Gogetas. You know, the Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas. But I get why he's recommended. Like, there's not a single awful Gogeta unit in this game, in my opinion. When it comes to Super Saiyan 4, at the least. All of them are nuts. I would even say all the Super Gogeta units are great. I think the only Gogeta that technically has, like, crappy or mediocre units is, unfortunately, the blue one. Like, the second blue one we got. I'm gonna outspeed either way, so I'm just gonna go for it. This Frieza is so freaking good. Highly recommend abusing the hell out of him whenever you get him, and you're putting together a up-second team. Because he's just such a good unit to have. He's constantly neutering your opponent when it comes to damage and speed, and he's denying them using the ultimate at all for like the entire game. And all you gotta do is protect him. I would even go as far to say that he's one of the best figures in the entire game. I think he's that good. And that to me is really cool to see Frieza get such a great unit. Because before, he had some okay units, but then they just gave him, like, there's no comparing him to this one to the older units that is received. So I'm glad they gave Frieza some love when they gave us the batch that came with him. Now, unfortunately, there are figures that can obviously deal damage to him, even if he's being protected by Vados. But he's still going to be fine either way. Especially if you have a smart setup with, like, either a Super Saiyan 4 Goku with the Frieza and the Vados, or this Gohan. Oh, right, I'm supposed to not be skipping. Sorry. I want to say that's the other UR DBS Broly we got. Yeah, he's still doing no damage. Even though he's attacking both Rados and Frieza at once. Love to see it. Thank you. Oh, the counterattacks. Also, in case anyone hears any, like, grunting or snoring, well, that's because the mouse is actually on the other chair, right next to me, and he's napping. He's such a good kitty. He's all curled up with his eyes shut and his nose, like, pressed in the blanket. It's precious. I don't recall. I think I may have seen that Super Gogeta once or twice during last year's roundup film my bet slots. I would have to go back and check. I'm sure a lot of you have far better memories than I do. If my Fasten Your Door playthrough is anything to go by, because for like all of part 2 I kept forgetting shit constantly. Like, even just as things happened, it was kind of bad, actually. Hope all of your summers are at least going well, though. And hopefully you're not, unfortunately, getting stuck in summer school or anything like that. Because that has to be another, like, own kind of special hell. Just no break at all. Personal opinion, I feel like summer school should be against the law. But, I mean, if that's the only option they're giving you to go for, like, the next grade when you come back, then I get it, but still. I don't think that's cool. I never really liked much of the school system in general, to be fair. That aside, though, this Frieza is just so freaking consistently good. Like, even with his own damage getting neutered, he's still putting out consistently high numbers. One thing I will say about the deck, and I don't blame you for not having it, but I gotta say, I'm surprised that there isn't like an ultimate gauge up character scale at all on anybody. Though this is still perfectly fine as well. That sort of thing is at the personal preference. Personally, I prefer to at least have one of those things on. Yeah, I'm risking getting shafted and not being able to use the ult anyway, but why not go for it? I stick with Ultimate Gauge up turn 5 the most. Like, more often than not out of any of those options. One turn he's been on the field, he's dealing that much damage. With the damage debuff. I'm telling you, this Gogeta is cracked as all hell, he's so good. And he looks damn good using that Soul Punisher too, I must say. Alright, one more against Terkill. Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, change my mind on that, because we still have a lot of slots to go over. So I'll actually save Mr. Satan for next video, I think. But anyway, with summer getting started, hope y'all having a great time. And I'll see you guys for the next round of my deck slots. Next time we come back, we'll be looking at one by Connor. Look forward to it. I'm gonna go get some rest here. And I'll see you then. Peace.